DOCU is down 18.21%. This is the pre-market session of Friday, the 6th of June, 2025. In the post-market session of yesterday, in this pre-market session, actually, yes, just printed this 75.01%, so it's in $5.01 intraday low. A swift rebound is extrapolated going all the way towards and expected to remain strong all the way towards Tuesday, the 17th of June, but we'll get back to that. It's about its earnings outcome. So the company reported in the post-market session of yesterday, the 5th, that its Q1 non-GAAP net income of $0.90 per diluted shares, up from $0.82 a year earlier. An analyst polled by FactSet expected 0.81, so it beats earnings. But revenue for the 3 months ended April 30th was $763.7 million, up from $709.6 million a year earlier. Analysts were expecting $748.1 million. So it beat on earnings per share, beat on estimates, and beat on previous outcomes. So for Q2, the company expects revenue of $777 million to $781 million. Analysts expecting $774.5 million, so still beating there as well. For fiscal 2026, DocuSign raised its revenue guidance to between $3.15 billion to $3.16 billion from its previous projection of $3.13 billion to $3.14 billion. Analysts expecting $3.13 billion. Still a beat. However, the company now expects lower full year billings of $3.285 billion to $3.39 billion compared with the previous guidance between $3.3 billion and $3.354 billion announced on the 13th of March. So that is where this divergence has come in. So the markets, they especially focus on the stock tweets, they are weighing, do we buy this deep? Do we buy this deep? That's the question now. Do we buy this deep? That is probably why the algos on this 4-hour chart are extrapolating a very swift rebound. It's what we the prospect. This is a prospect of a V reversal. A V reversal is imminent if this pans out to be the case. But these are just extrapolations, forecasts. There's no guarantee that they will pan out. So in terms of projections, what do we have? We have $9. No, sorry, $90 is the upper projection from current levels. No guarantee that that will be the case as well. So before we have a look at the market grid, we can go ahead and look at the 3-hour chart. Yeah, here it's trading way outside of its price channel, so it's indicating that either prices keep going down or a good buying opportunity has opened up here. So on the 3-hour chart, slight decline is expected going on. It's expected to play out all the way towards Monday. All the way towards Monday, into Monday's trading session, as a matter of fact. And then after that, we might see a swift rebound to 77.94. There's a divergence there. Okay, let's see now. Upper projection is also $90. Let me confirm what I just saw on that 4-hour chart, whether it's in line with what we have here. But it may not really mean that there's a divergence. We have a swift rebound being extrapolated for today's trading session, and up to the close. It goes up to the close of today, and then we have then by the post-market session, or rather by Monday the 9th, it might cool off somewhat and then resume again. So within this, you could still see, even though it's the difference is 1 hour, but within this 4-hour chart, the 3-hour chart can still fit in, because this prints after every 1 hour, after every 4 hours. So if the 3-hour chart prints declines after every 3 hours, hypothetically, after 3 hours, before the next 3 hours, it has rebounded, and the 4-hour prints prints a higher price. It could go on, even though it sounds a bit cheesy, but you can't deny the fact that it still fits in there. So let's look at the 2 hour chart. On the 2 hour chart, pretty much the sort of thing we have on the 3 hour chart as well. But what sort of projections do we have? We have 93.23. It closed at 92.90. So yeah, we'll have a look at the probability of it retracing those highs as well. Easily, it's also something we don't need to worry about. It should, from that probability is there because it has done it before. It's coming from there. So upper projection on this 1 hour chart, 90.65, 92.24, 93.23. Let's have a look at the 1 minute chart. Sometimes it can be very radical. These minute charts. Let's we see where we have. No, we have some 6.1. It is a downward projection. Let's look at the 2 minute chart. We have some 6.48. Yeah, a lot more conservative now. We have some 6.08. Nothing, nothing bullish. 5 minutes. Let's see what we have. We have here we have some projections. Some of them are upwards, some of them downwards. I think we have downward projections 72.1, 72.78, 73.89. Upper projections some 7.85, 78.49, 79.06. Let's come down to the 4 hour chart and apply the market grid to see where it's currently trading relative to things. So it's still within, even with this, even with the 20% plunge, it's still within the market grid. So it's the price is currently 75.40. So it's just right into the support zone. So it could also mean if you want to be negative, then you could say, yeah, lower prices still. But you may want to lower prices still. But maybe if it gets towards $69 or there, but then maybe you'll be convinced that the bottom has printed. But at these levels, you could say, yeah, if it's here now, I don't think things have changed. It's still going to continue to decline. And you may say that maybe if you were in the resistance zone, maybe yes, it has banished the decline. It's now recovering. So depends on how you want to look at it. So on this 4 hour chart, it's still within the market grid. There isn't really any expectation that a swift rebound will occur as such. So I think there's a divergence in the algos uh, in terms of if you like, it not exactly conclusive. It could be. I mean, I could be. Yeah, you could disagree with me as well. They usually would want a V. You want a um, a swift rebound if it's trading right outside of its price channel, of its market grid. Yeah, here you could say that you could make this case that yes, a swift rebound makes sense. It has to be back into its channel, but it's not there. And in this case, it's within its channel. But at the same time, that's not everything. It has expanded. The market grid has expanded, even though it's still within it. And then has also declined. And then the fundamentals as well. It doesn't really nothing really wrong about this company as such. It's just that the outlook has changed. Everything it's a beat earnings and everything. So I fundamentally it's a buy. I usually don't say this, but it's definitely a buy. Yeah, I guess maybe the algos have also calculated everything, and fundamental wise, this is a buy. You know, so let's see how things pan out. I think projections we saw towards the sort of levels it's currently trading at right now, the probability easily is there for it to do that. Easily is there. It's not that complicated. Yeah. So yeah, let's see how things go. So I think it's a buy. This is a buying opportunity. So see what you make of DocuStock. And thank you very much for watching this video.